Greetings, I'm Tony.
I'm Caroline.
We've got this. It is the Zendikar Vs Eldrazi Duel decks. And Eldrazi is better than Zendikar.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Just having a look at the front mythic rare cards,
Yeah.
I can tell that Zendikar is going to be better.
Whatever.
Duh!
Duh. Anyway, we're going to open it up and have a look at each card. This is our unboxing video. And we haven't bought one of these for a while, have we?
Yeah.
And this is an improved version, I'd say. Yeah. Okay. You've got the usual stuff. Let's look at the usual stuff first.
Okay.
Like really crappy boxes you can keep the cards in we never use. Never use them. Never. And you got a little rule card which we keep.
Yeah.
We'll keep that.
Comes in handy.
And then you get the postery type thing.
With the story and such.
Story. Which we're not going to read. I think you should go out and buy the bloody thing anyway and I've done with it. There you go. It's nice, isn't it? And it's got another side. It tells you all the cards on it as well. And that's always cool. So, the new thing about this, which is epic, which we're really chuffed with, it's got dice with it. We've never done that before though.
No.
Well, we might have done with Jace, whatever it were, I can't remember the last one we did back. But anyway, let's open this sucker up. Oh god. Why is it really...
It's just the top ones there and wrapped. There we go.
Right, so... there's a black and there's a white one. Which one would you like?
I think I'll have the white one because Eldrazi's are evil, so they can have the black one.
Anyway, there you go. That's the die.
That's my die.
This is my die.
This is my die.
This is my die. It's gonna get...
Mine's better than yours.
Mine's better than yours. Anyway, get them, which is really, really good for a duels pack. So if you want some dice, thanks. Yeah. We're gonna start with
the mythics.
Go on, you put your Zendikar on.
Right, so the Zendikar deck has got its main card. It's called Avenger of Zendikar. It's an elemental creature. It looks like this, and I'll read it to you in a bit. Unless you pause it and read it yourself. Anyway, it costs 7 to cast, including 2 forests.
That's just too expensive.
It's a 5/5. It's not 5/5 creature, but what it does, it's quite amazing. When Avenger of Zendikar enters the battlefield, put a 0/1 green plant creature token onto the battlefield for each land you control, which will be at least 7, obviously. And it's got landfall, which makes it whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on each plant creature you control, which is really nice because it'll not just restrict it to the plant creature tokens. As long as there are any more plant creatures in here, that's good.
Dude, Zendikar is going to fall. Alright, Eldrazi's. They're going to invade. They are an alien species after all. They don't belong in Zendikar. They're just going to take it
That's
over.
why they're going to get kicked out of my planet, yo.
No, Eldrazi are going to wipe out Zendikar and take
Okay.
over full stop. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Gideon.
I'll show you why in a bit.
Right, anyway, this is 6. To bring out, not 7, 6. Right?
Just one last.
It's called Oblivion Sower. It's an Eldrazi creature. And it comes out as a 5/8. When you cast this son of a bitch, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of his or her library. Then you may put any number of land cards that player owns from exile onto the battlefield under your control. Now, it does sound a bit crap, but it's powerful.
It's just a one-off though.
With Zendikar, one is better.
So,
For that reason. But we haven't seen the actual decks yet.
Well.
Anyway, I'm just saying one thing. This video is going to be on Tonio Times. My brand new Magic channel. Go and subscribe. Tonio MTG. And it's also going to be on Team Times. Because we're going to put this video on in September on Team Times. And be the greatest. Me and you and me. But Eldrazi is still better. Anyway, let's have a look at the decks and you're going to see. But this is a better deck.
Just
Stop flicking through it and be surprised.
I know. I want to flick through just to have a quick check on something. Yeah. Right. I've only got like 5 rare cards in here. One of them is really, really epic as long as you get it out early in the game. And it's a pain in the ass to the opponent.
Okay.
This lovely card here, Skewed Mob, only costs 1 forest to bring it out. It's a creature, it's an insect, it's a 1/1. And if you bring it out early, it's really good because at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 5 or more lands, you put 4 +1/+1 counters on Skewed Mob. So you can build it up to a really, really powerful creature. And it's going to fuck them up.
First time in Duels decks, as far as I know.
Oh yeah.
It was tokens at back level coming last time. Okay, fair enough, whatever. What about Magmor as a creature, elemental? Some of the rare cards. Did I didn't even show this properly, did I?
I don't know, did
Hey,
you?
look at that. Can you see that? Hopefully the light's nice and good. There you go. That's what it looks like. Anyway, Magmor, creature, elemental. Costs 5 to bring out. You can pay 1 and sacrifice a non-land permanent, and this deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It's a 4/4. You got check that out. Remember, if you look at these cards on this video, pause. Right?
Yeah. Right, I've got a next rare card to show you, which is featured on the back of the Duels pack anyway. It's a creature, it's a human soldier ally. Looks like this, and it is called Veteran War Leader. Veteran War Leader's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. And you can tap another untapped ally you control. And then Veteran War Leader gains your choice of First Strike, Vigilance or Trample until end of turn. Which is very nice because you never know what you might need. You never know what you might need. Yeah, I did show them.
I won't pay attention because I'll just be distracted looking at that box. And the next door neighbours using the Hoover right next door outside for some reason. It's got 5 roasted. Butcher of Malika, creature, 7 to bring out, it's expensive. It's got flying with this or another creature control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. There you go. Check that out. Not great.
Right.
It's alright. So far you've probably got a better deck, but
Told you.
the Eldrazi is still going to be...
No.
We're going to do with the tournament and we win.
No,
Yeah.
no one. Anyway, I've got an artifact here, another rare card called Seer's Sundial. Looks like this. It's got landfall, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. That's all it does. It costs 4 to cast. It might be handy because sometimes you might be desperate to get something out of your library that could save the game for you.
Fair do. Very. It's that betrays. It costs 12 to bring out, but it's epic if you do. I know.
It's that betrays.
Yeah, but you can use spawns and stuff to bring shit out like this.
Will betray you.
It's an 11/11 creature, right? And it's got Annihilator 2. So whenever it attacks a defending player, sacrifices 2 permanents. That's what an Annihilator is. And the more you annihilate, the better. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, put that card onto the battlefield under your control.
Oh shit.
Exactly.
How much does it cost to cast?
12.
I'll win the game by then.
Dude, Eldrazi has spawns. Let me show you what a spawn does. Right, you bring a spawn out, and you can sacrifice this and add 1 to your mana pool. That's what one tokens does. Right, that's what Eldrazi's do, we're a bitch. So I get plenty of spawns out. I don't know what else is in here, but I'm sure something to bring spawns out anyway, because tokens won't be otherwise. Bring plenty of these out. Bang! Eldrazi's invasion, win! Okay.
No!
Go on.
No! I've got this lovely sorcery here, another rare, called Primal Command. Looks like this. There we go. And it's very nice because you pay 5 and you can choose 2 out of a list of 4 things. You can choose for target player to gain 7 life. Obviously you target yourself, normally, I think. Or, and put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. Might come in handy. Or, target player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. Or, and, if you want, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Handy.
That's a mouthful, isn't it? Okay, quick one for you. Consume the meek, 5 to bring out. In its in the last go, I thought it last round. Destroy each creature with it's an instant. Destroy each creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, so they can't be regenerated. There's a bit of a quick one for you. There you go, it's an instant. Right, you go. Now it's starting to melt back.
I just realised Zendikar's a white-green deck, even though I should have realised it earlier, because it had a white-green creature earlier.
Yeah, mine's red-black. It's red-black.
Yeah. And it's got some artifacts in it as well.
Yeah, well, mine's got more than that.
Yeah, do you want to go through every single card?
Might as well.
Okay.
We're here all day.
It's always nice to have a cheap card to cast that costs 1, especially if it's in your starting hand. It's a creature, human knight, called Caravan Escort. Only costs 1 to bring. 1 planes. And you can level it up. You pay 2 of whichever colour mana to level up. It comes out as a 1/1. Between level 1 and 4 it's 2/2. And from level 5 it's a 5/5 creature with first strike. So a lovely card for a cheap cost, which you can build up as you go.
Okay, I've got Healing Eruption Sorcery. It's the last rare I've got. Sacrifice all creatures you control and put that many 4/4 red healing creature tokens onto the battlefield. Yeah, and I've got a token back for that.
This is a good one.
And if you're thinking, oh my god, this video is going to be like an hour, who cares? I'm telling you, MTG, do you want to do any? You can if you want, it's up to you. I'm going to make individual videos per card for this Duels deck. That's going to take me ages to edit, to film, but you'll appreciate it. If you don't, I'll never do it again. So there. Go on.
Yeah. Right. A creature, human warrior, uncommon, called Beast Breaker, I think.
Beastbreaker of Balaged.
Beastbreaker of Balaged.
Get these names.
It looks like that. And it only costs 2 to cast. You pay 3, including 1 forest, to level it up again. Comes out as a 2/2. Between level 1 and 3 it's a 4/4. From level 4 it's a 6/6 with trample. Lovely.
Yay. I've got 2 of these, which is nice. It's good if you get more cards and I can get through the deck quicker. Ruined Servitor, artifact creature, construct, it costs 2 to bring out. That's red or black. And when it dies, each player draws a card. And there's 2 of those. It's just, there you go, 2. See?
That's good because it might help me draw this. A creature elf scout. A 1/1 creature that costs 2 to cast.
Dear.
Looks like this, and it is called Frontier Guide. And on top of being a 1/1 creature, you can pay 4 and tap it, and search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library.
Sweet.
Nice.
Bloodthrown Vampire, 2 to bring out. Vampire creature. You can it comes as 1/1. Sacrifice a creature, and this gets 2/2 until end of turn, which is alright, I suppose. Okay.
Mine's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, another creature that you can level up as you go. It's a Core Knight. Common. It costs 2 to cast. You pay 3 to level up. Comes out as a 2/2. Between level 1 and 3. Yeah. It gets flying, and it's a 2/3. And then from level 4 it gets flying and vigilance, which is nice, and it's a 4/4. Haha!
Right here. 4.
Right now.
Right now, on Sunday afternoon. 4 Runner of Slaughter, Eldrazi Drone, because the red and black to bring out. I do apologise. On this one time I've opened this pack. It was as a 3/2. You pay 1 and targets colourless creature gains haste until end of turn, and it's got Devoid. This card has no colour. Looks like that. That's quite interesting.
So you pay coloured mana, but it has no colour.
That's strange.
Weird.
And Gideon Jura says, while we delay, they're on the move. They will not wait as we bicker. We are losing this war by moments as our goal slips beyond our reach. Now, if you want anybody for a magic film, Gideon, see, it sounds just like me, so I think you should get me to do it.
Yes. And my next one's an artifact creature, a cat ally. Costs 3 to cast.
Got so many casts.
It's called Stonework Puma. It's a 2/2 creature, and that's about it.
I've got a Blood Rite Invoker creature, Vampire Shaman. Costs 3, bring out. There's a free one. You can pay 8 mana. The target player loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. So that is quite interesting.
He's destroying.
So where is life gain in this deck?
Right, my next one's another common. It's a Basilisk. Looks like this, and it's called Daggerback Basilisk. It looks absolutely disgusting. It's got some slime coming out of it. It's a 2/2 creature with Death Touch. Death Touch is always very, very handy in Magic.
Yeah, it's just...
because it can destroy your freaking 12-30 Eldrazi.
It's a thorn in my side, and now these bastard games we play. Dominated Drone, we've got 2 of these. Costs 3 to bring out. It's a Eldrazi drone. It's got Devoid, no colour again. It's got Ingest. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles a top card of his or her library. Okay. And when Dominated Drone enters the battlefield, you control another colourless creature. Each opponent loses 2 life.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Bad. Don't like the sound of that.
That's 2 of those.
But, to balance that out, I've got a creature here, an antelope, a common 2/2 called Grazing Gladeheart. It's quite known to me. It's got landfall, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I may gain 2 life. Nice.
Yeah. Torch Slinger, Goblin Shaman, costs 3 to bring out. It's got Kicker. Is there any more noises we can actually get on this video?
There's a plane and all.
There's a plane. We're in a conservatory, by the way, that's where we are, so that's why you got a few more noises. You may pay an additional 1 or anything in red to cast a spell. When Torch Slinger enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it deals 2 damage to target creature. There you go. Right.
This is interesting. Don't think I've seen this one before. It's an uncommon elf archer ally creature. Called Tajuru Archer. It's a 1/2 creature.
I've got a mouthful again.
Yeah. Whenever Tajuru Archer, or Tajuru, whatever you call it, or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Tajuru Archer deal damage to target creature with flying equal to the number of allies you control. Lost my breath now.
Got through that one. Cadaver Imp, 3 to bring out. It's got flying, it's a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. They're always useful, especially if you've got like a massive creature which you just killed with Death Touch. That is diaries, awesome. Nice big numbers.
Yeah, I've got a few of them imps in my black deck. My black deck's
Awesome.
invincible!
I will destroy it in our next tournament.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, this is a handy little creature, a 2/2 hound called Afagard Hound. Costs 3 to cast. Reason why it's handy is because when Afagard Hound enters the battlefield, target creature gets +0/+3 until end of turn. And this has got flash, so you may cast it anytime as you would cast an instance. So if you're defending, if you need your creature to have extra free toughness, lovely. And if you've got free spare mana.
Corn of Ulamog, you'll like this. It's Vampire Shaman. It costs 3 to bring out too. Whenever this or another non-token creature controlled dies, you put a 0/1 colourless Eldrazi spawn creature token on the battlefield. Sacrifice this creature and add 1 to mana pool. There you go. I am thinking at this point, on the next card, I am thinking, how the hell is this all Eldrazi? Shouldn't they have done something to make it all Eldrazi?
They should have done it more Eldrazi, innit?
Yeah.
It looks a little too black for me.
It's too non-Eldrazi.
Too non-Eldrazi. Right, another uncommon creature, Basilisk, looking like this, and it's called turn Timber Basilisk. Ew.
I thought it just acted noisy.
It's a 2/1 creature. It's got Death Touch, which is always nice, and it's got Landfall. So whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may have target creature block turn Timber Basilisk this turn if able. Might come in handy. Well, it will come in handy. It's got Death Touch in it.
What's the best black card ever?
I know, I've seen it. I've got like 4 of them in my black deck.
I've got 4 in my Bolas deck. Vampire Nighthawk, everybody knows this card. If you don't know this card, you don't know Magic. Flying Death Touch, lifelink 2/3, we cut that.
Pain in the ass.
I think we should have done some...
Unless you control it.
We should have made some new artwork for this, on this deck, I think.
Yeah.
Spend some money in Magic, you know. Wizards of the Coast, come on.
It really makes you think it's a very non-Eldrazi deck, isn't it?
It's supposed to be against the Eldrazi's. I know there's like, you know, other creatures getting pissed off and stuff, but this one is a bit sophisticated to be part of Eldrazi thing.
Yeah.
Go on.
Alright, the next card, there are 2 of them. Creature, Human Warrior Ally, common. Costs 4 to cast, it's called Grey Pelt Hunter. It's a 2/2 creature with trample, and whenever Grey Pelt Hunter or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Grey Pelt Hunter, which is nice, because it's got trample, and there are 2 of them.
Right, I want to do something here, right, because there's so much noise. What we need to do is imagine something. We've got 2 posters here, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. If you're a fan of either, or both, whatever, just imagine that, you know, all that is, all noise is either walkers trying to get in, or white walkers trying to get in.
When I was little, I've had that koala poster on the wall, and I heard noises behind the wall, and I thought it was coming from there because the koala was going into the forest.
What was it?
I was really little.
What, so a koala on a poster in a forest?
Yeah, well, like cartoony.
And you thought it was in...
Yeah, I thought it was in there. I thought there was a world in there.
You know, that's just as bad as when I used to have my birthday when I was little, right? And I thought, why aren't they putting anything special on TV? Anyway, there's 2 of these. Out of style. Things you'll learn on these videos. Out of stab a mosquito, thought I'd bring out, it's got a kicker. It's flying, and when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, destroy target creature. There you go. You've got something good, you just went, oh. I don't like it when you go, oh. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, because...
2 of them, 2 mosquitoes.
I think everybody likes vigilance.
Oh yeah, you
and,
can't fault vigilance, can you?
Yeah. And there's a common creature here, an elf rogue ally, called Joragabad, I think. It's a 1/4 creature, and whenever Joragabad or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may have ally creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn, which is nice. I don't like what you're doing. Oh no!
That's the next card, not these. There's 3 of these. Emrakul's Hatcher. It's an Eldrazi drone, finally. When it enters the battlefield, put... There's 3 of these. It costs 5 to bring out, but it's worth it. When it enters the battlefield, put 3/0/1 colourless spawn creature tokens on the battlefield. Of course, they have like sacrifice to bring mana out, so it's always handy. And it brings 3. That's good. That's good. Go on then. You're next, I'll get to...
Looking at the cards so far, I think they've both got an equal chance of winning.
You hate this card.
I do hate it, I absolutely detest it. Anyway, I've got another creature here, a giant druid, common, called Undo Giant, costs 4 to cast, it's a 2/4 creature, and when Undo Giant enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle the library.
Ulamog's Crusher, Eldrazi creature. Costs 8 to bring out, but it's an 8/8 creature. It's got Annihilator 2, and it attacks each turn if able. I used to use this card in the early days of playing Magic, didn't we? And you hated it, absolutely hated this card. So it's back, and it's on this Duel deck.
Right, got another creature here that you can level up. It's a human knight, uncommon, called Kabira Vindicator. Costs 4 to cast, you pay 3 to level it up. Comes out as a 2/4 creature. Between level 2 and 4, it's a 3/6, and gives other creatures you control +1/+1. Lovely. And from level 5, it's a 4/8 creature and gives other creatures you control +2/+2, which is very, very good.
I hate that song. And now I'm going to get copyrighted. Right, Artisan of Kozilek, Eldrazi creature, costs 9 to bring out. It's 10/9. When you cast it, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to battlefield. That's nice. And it's got Annihilator 2 as well. So we are going to get so copyrighted now.
Right.
It's right next to the wall, isn't it?
Yeah. And next one, another common creature, a griffin called
You think you're a Mundial?
Makindi Griffin, I think. It's just a 2/4 creature with flying. That's pretty much it.
Okay, I got a Forked Bolt sorcery. Deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 target creatures and or players. I got 2 of those as well. Okay.
Right, my next.
Somewhere else if we'd known we'd got all this background sound, didn't we?
They started like 2 minutes after we started filming, innit?
They do.
Right, the next card could be a bit of a pain in the bum for your opponent. It's a common, it's a creature, Elf Shaman, called Wild Heart Invoker. You pay 4 to cast it, it's a 4/3 creature, and then you can pay 8 mana of any colour for target creature to get +5/+5 and gain trample until end of turn.
Good card that.
It is.
That's in my elf deck, I like it. You know what? We do like his neighbours. We don't usually make a noise.
No.
Unless you're filming. There's two of these. Mind Stone artifact. You can tap it to add 1 to your mana pool, or pay 1 and tap it and sacrifice it to draw a card. And there's 2 of these suckers. There we go. Yes.
Right. The next card, I've got 2 of them. It's a creature, it's a beast, another common, called Territorial Balloth. It's a 4/4 creature, costs 5 to cast, it's got landfall, so whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, Territorial Balloth gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
I'm not even saying how much things cost anymore. Smother costs 2, bring out as an instant, destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, it can be regenerated. There you go. Thought I'd already had that. I'm thinking properly. Or am I being distracted? I don't know, it's an instant tonight.
Probably being distracted.
Probably.
Right, my next one's common. It's an artifact equipment. Looking like this, and it is called Explorer's Scope. It only costs 1 to bring out, and whenever equipped creature, you pay another 1 to equip the creature, and whenever equipped creature attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. I like that.
We've nearly finished now, I think, haven't we? Marsh, thank God for your life. Marsh Casualties cost 2, sorcery, it's got a kick of 3. Creatures, target player controls get -1/-1 till end of turn. If it was kicked, those creatures get -2 until end of turn. Creatures target player controls, my goodness. Yeah, it costs 2. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Right, my deck's about done for creatures. Now I've got some instant sorceries and enchantments. First one, it's an instant, it's a common called Groundswell, looking like this. Costs only 1 forest to cast and target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It's also got landfall, an instant with landfall, that's weird. If you had a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn, that creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn instead.
Induced Despair costs 3, it's an instant. As an additional cost to cast Induced Despair, reveal a creature card from your hand. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is a revealed card's converted mana cost. Ooh, that could do some damage, couldn't it? Couldn't do children.
Unless I'll show you something with 1 mana cost.
Gonna.
Aha. I thought there was something else, I'll tell you later.
You want to know what it looks like now, don't you?
My next card is a sorcery, uncommon, called Oust. Just something like you spray
Oust.
in the house to make it... I'd say to make it smell better, but it still stinks. No, I mean there's all these aerosols, they stink anyway. Anyway, it's a sorcery, not that oust.
Oust. What does this creature do? Odor Eliminator. Eliminates odours without just masking. And it costs about £5 or something.
5 quid to cast.
£5 to cast. Nah, it's
Right, anyway, this oust sorcery, what it does is put target creature into its owner's library, second from top. Its controller gains 3 life. It looks like it's got a freaking... I just looked at the art better, and it looks like it's got an Eldrazi with its head being blown off.
Probably has.
That only means one thing.
Yeah, that's it. Nice. Read the bones. Cost 3 sorcery. Scry 2 and draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. There's 2 of these. Isn't it great when you lose life? Wonderful. Okay. What do you think that looks like? What did you mean? Can you tell me now?
No.
Okay.
It's rude.
Something rude then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, go on.
I just got a glimpse of it and my next card's an enchantment. It's a common called Calny Hard Expedition. And it's got landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a quest counter on Calny Hard Expedition. And then you can remove 3 quest counters from it and sacrifice it. And search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. A bit pointless if you ask me.
Corpse actually costs 5 to bring out as a sorcery. Destroy target non-black creature. And they put 2/0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature tokens on the battlefield. And that is the last thing I've got now. I've just got lands, which I'm going to show you.
I've got 4 more things to show you.
You've got more to show.
Before lands.
Go on,
Right,
do one more and I'll show lands.
Go on then. Instant called Harrow, looking like this, and what it does is, as an additional cost to cast Harrow, sacrifice a land. That's stupid. And then you search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. I'd say it would be good to use it if you're desperate for a plains, and that's about it.
It is Sunday afternoon, right?
Yeah. I know.
Alright, my lands have got Arcum Refuge, got 3 of those, let's see, which you've got Battlefield tapped. I've got an Eldrazi Temple, add 1 to your mana pool, add 2 to your mana pool, spend this mana only to cast colourless Eldrazi spells or activate abilities colourless Eldrazi. Rocky Tar Pit, I've got 2 of those, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blacks. Yeah, them bloody things, lands, commons. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red ones. I'll show you tokens after Caroline's showing you.
Right. 3 more things to show you before the lands. An enchantment which is quite awesome. It would be great to get it at the beginning of the game. It's called Retreat to Kazandu. Looks like this, and it's got landfall, so whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1, put a +1/+1 counter a target creature, or you gain 2 life. Very handy.
I'm going to show you tokens now. I've got 4 Eldrazi spawn, 2 that look like this, and I've got that one, and the other, if you sacrifice it, you gain mana in that one. And then I've got the Alien token creature 4/4, which looks like a mutant penis. There we go. And I am done.
Look at the skis.
I have one earlier.
Ow.
Which was nice.
Right, next 2 cards I'm going to show you would work quite well together.
Okay,
Right, an instant common called Repel the Darkness. Costs 3 to cast. And you tap up to 2 target creatures and draw a card.
Ellie Golden, seriously.
And then, I like this song. And then you've got sorcery, because you tapped 2 target creatures in it. You got sorcery called Sheer Drop. To your death. And what it does is it destroys target tapped creature, which will be one of your freaking Eldrazi or freaking lifelink vampires.
Woohoo!
And it's got Awaken 3.
Awaken 3?
Yeah, never heard of this.
Sounds like a film. Nothing can take
You pay 6 mana, including 1 planes. And what it does is, if you cast this spell for 6, okay, also put 3+1/+1 counters on target land you control, and it becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. Okay, so awakens your land from freaking sleep.
I can't stand how they go in.
I like a few for some reason.
No.
Anyway, right, lands. I've got 2 of those, which most of you probably knows, called Evolving Wilds. It's got tap, sacrifice Evolving Land, search your library. For a basic land card, then put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So that's good if you've got like 5 forests and no plains, and you need the plains. I've got 1 rare land called Stirring Wildwood. It's a green-white land. It enters the battlefield tapped. Obviously you can tap it to add either a forest or a plains to your mana pool. Losing my breath now.
It's because you're doing all talking.
And you can also pay 3, including 1 forest and 1 plains. And until end of turn, Stirring Wildwood becomes a 3/4 green and white elemental creature with reach. It's still a land. Nice. And then, what have I got here? I've got 2 of those double lands called Grey-Pilled Refuge. Green-white. They enter the battlefield tapped, and when they enter the battlefield they gain 1 life. And 2 of those green lands called Turn Timber Grove, looking like this. And they enter the battlefield tapped. When they enter the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Obviously tap it for a forest. And other than the tokens, which I'll show you in a bit, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10 forest. And
that's called red and black.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 planes.
I'm just going to show you this really quick, because you get the rules reference card, which is really handy. And inside it does say, and I agree with this completely, new to Magic, Duel's Origins game, you can download it on Xbox One, which I did. It is the best way of learning how to play Magic Gathering. And on Xbox One, I think anywhere else, not really sure, it's free, because Wizards of the Coast are making a shitload of money on selling virtual boosters.
Right, and this is quite generous of them, because they don't normally put that many tokens.
They're all same.
They're all same. They don't normally put that many tokens, but I've got 5 of those plant 0/1 tokens in there included to work with your main mythic card.
And that's it. That is it.
Yeah, so I'm quite happy about this, because they've been quite generous with tokens and dice and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the Duels decks we bought once, you needed like Angel or something tokens, and they didn't even include them, so we haven't got them.
We didn't in Duels actually. It didn't used to include dice. It didn't include tokens. It was just a deck, and you had to fill rest in, which was a bit of a shame. But this one, this is perfect. 10 out of 10, dudes. 10 out of 10. Brilliant. We'll find out though which is the best when we play with them.
Zendikar.
Eldrazi. Anyway, this has been Caroline,
Tony,
and that's our unboxing of this Duels deck.
Yes.
I hope you watched it
It has
all.
been done.
You probably didn't, you probably don't even know we're saying this, but if you did, congratulations and thank you very much for watching our video.
Yes.
Coming up after this, I'm going to, on Tonio MTG only, so go on there, I'm going to make individual videos per card. That is a lot of work, isn't it? Do you want to do that instead of me? I think you should do it instead of me.
No.
With a low-cut top on, like all these other people that are famous on the internet. You'll get thousands of views, you know, just for that, rather than the card.
Yeah.
Because that's the internet, you see. There's all these gamer girls with their tits out, and it's like, why are people watching them? I mean, if you're covered up, we wouldn't get as many subscribers, would they? It's true, and you know it, alright? It's true.
Let's not get on that.
Why? You see these people, these females who play Magic haven't realised that if you get tits out, they get more people watching them.
Yes, okay. Anyway.
We are going to go and have some food because I'm bloody starving.
Yes, and then I'll destroy you at some magic.
No, you won't.
What?
No. No. We've got to pull these and protect us too.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Wait, I've got to do this now before I go. If you played the game, you know, video game, you know what I'm doing. Later.